Welcome back to Secret Unicorn. So yeah, let's investigate Omar Ben Salaad while the captain entertains.
Poor captain. Is that model unfinished on the parrot? Like it was missing something?
Well, regardless of whether it's unfinished, apparently this thing can levitate humans somehow.
Because of course, now it's Donkey Kong Country all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird. It's something that you would expect from Tintin, but it was not part of the story, and it feels a bit sudden.
It's they wanted a level gimmick of being able to float, and this is the best I could come up with.
I guess. Also, again, on a profile standpoint, the model of the parrot looks just off. Maybe it's the way it's inclined.
Indeed.
Also, great enemy placement. We just put two in a row in the same position so you can just stealth your way through.
Basically, don't touch those
flies. Where are those? Like carnivorous? They're carnivorous flies, I think.
Apparently they're carnivorous insects.
Last I checked, those things are present mostly only in Australia, not the Arabian territories.
Yeah.
Press square to hit while flying.
It's a miracle we all survived that.
It's the dive kick, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did they survive that shipwreck?
They just did.
We just did, Lives. I mean, the Tintin characters have survived even worse, so...
Let's not forget that Tintin, whenever he gets shot, oh, it's okay. The bullet only scraped.
It never hits vital organs.
Yeah, not just that. It's always it only scraped the skin or something like that. Like seriously, what kind of materials are the bullets in Tintin made of? They never actually fucking damage anybody.
Okay, bye. Apparently they are very shitty in material, I guess.
I get the feeling that much like they've... Well, again, I have no evidence of this, neither for Erge or Cage, but it just feels like both Erge and Cage had were very sheltered, live a very sheltered life and stuff, because their depictions of reality are so bonkers. I mean, with Tintin, it's more excusable because, it's a cartoon, it's meant to be more campy and all that stuff. But David Cage, of course, you're meant to take everything 100% seriously, and it's just as campy as Tintin, if not more. So there's a paradox there. And I'm gonna trophy. Lights out.
For having, I guess, knocked enough enemies. Oh, and
no,
the
wait,
parrot just stays behind. Back. Okay. Also, there was a portrait with a parrot nearby.
Alright, let's do this again.
It'll be quicker if we go this way.
I'm not sure, Tintin, would it be quicker if it was a cutscene? I get what they mean. This was supposed to be for the Wiimote in the original version, but this could have been just integrated as a cutscene.
Well, even if you're playing on the Wii, you can still use the classic controller. I don't know if you can use the GameCube controller, but you can use the classic one.
Okay. Wii.
So it's not like the motion controls are mandatory, at least.
Wow, a game on a Nintendo system where the gimmick is not actually obligatory.
To be fair, that practice died with the Switch because as of yet, every single game on the Switch, even one like ARMS, you can still play with a Pro Controller if you want to. So they apparently finally realized that that's how they should handle things. Make them optional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
trying to think of... yeah, it's probably... As of yet, it's ARMS. Yeah, ARMS so far is the one that uses the Joy-Cons the most, and yet it's still you're still allowed to play the entirety of it with just the Pro Controller, so...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is how in Breath of the Wild, even if you're playing with the Pro Controller on the Switch, you still need to use the gyro controls for some of the shrines. And on the Wii U version, if you're playing with a Pro controller, you still like when you get to those points in the shrines, you have to switch to the Wiimote. There's no way around it. But
I
to
remember
the Wii gamepad.
also.
Sorry, gamepad. Go ahead.
No, I also remember that in Mario Odyssey, some action are more easier to do if you actually use the Joy-Cons and you shake them vigorously, like the rolling.
Well, from my experience, too, and I've got like 560 plus moons. The only real action that you really should care about in Mario Odyssey that is easier to do with motion controls is the spin the hat around you move.
Okay.
And even that one can still be done with buttons if you first do the spin move and then press Y and then he'll do the. However, yes, it's much more intuitive to just even when you're playing with the Pro control. But it's really fine. Like all you really have to do is literally, tap your Joy-Con or Pro controller to the side like that, like a very light and natural shake. And it does it anyway, so it's very easy to. So it doesn't really become intrusive, if you ask me. It's fine.
Okay.
Everything else can be done with buttons. So.
Yeah. Here we go.
It's not. It's,
also, yeah,
it's, sorry, go ahead.
Also, yeah, you got a trophy the moment you died. Like great programming, guys.
Yeah, it's mostly because if you do use the Joy-Cons, you get complete 360 control of your hat, so it's always nice to pull out some cool stunts. So anyway, back to this. Yeah, Ben Salaad. I love how when he falls, he goes back to his default model.
Original costume, yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you monologue to yourself while trying to jump.
Yeah. All right, now time for some weight puzzles.
Goody. How many Picarats?
None.
Oh, bummer.
Well, actually, considering this is a French game, the reward should be a latrexual.
True.
One of the jewels that you use in the place of
the artifacts are true.
No, not the artifacts. I mean, those aside from the artifacts are the ones who have the treasure animatas.
Yeah, the gemstones.
The gemstones that you can use in place of one. So technically, I guess it would be one of those that you gain, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
This level is most unsatisfying.
Yes. But again, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to use the weight sacks. Poor guy.
How did he get knocked out by a beach ball?
Well, I know it's relatively thinner, but depending on the strength of which an object is thrown and how much speed it gains, it can still hurt you. It's all physics. Essentially, an object, regardless of its density, can gain weight the more it propels towards something. It's all complicated, trust me.
Indeed.
Here we go. Yeah, now you need to use the weight to propel yourself upward. There you go. Whee!
And then the ball hit the guy again.
Oh, he's unconscious, Leaves. He's already dead.
He'll be doubly unconscious.
You'll be stone dead in a moment.
Like Tintin.
So what are you supposed to do? Like, jump immediately?
See, that's the thing, Teo. When I first got to this, I got all confused because here's how this platform works. The very moment you touch it, it starts to drop. And if you jump while it's dropping, it stops dropping. It will literally wait for you. Like, So I got to this point, I was like, okay, what am I supposed to just jump before it drops? I guess. But now am I supposed to jump straight to the other one? No. So you're probably wondering, what the hell is this all about?
Well, let's just kill the guy for good measure first.
Yeah, I got angry.
You're venting your frustration.
Yes. Sorry. Well, I didn't kill him. I just knocked him out with stars in true cartoony fashion, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay to beat the shit out of everyone as long as it's cartoony violence.
And as long as they're the bad guys.
Yes.
Exactly. One more time.
For good measure, yeah.
There we go.
At least there are no elemental kills, otherwise Tintin would have pushed his head into the bucket.
So yeah, you're starting to see my confusion right here. What exactly am I supposed to do? Because trust me, jumping from this platform to the other platform ahead doesn't work, trust me.
More like, I don't know, it seems that it's bad level design in a sense that it's not conveyed good enough to the player.
No, the conveyance here is terrible.
There's conveyance.
Well, up until this point, the level design has been fairly straightforward.
Yeah, no, I mean, at this point, like, I guess you're supposed to jump immediately as soon as you touch the platform, like a tap thing. But it's not. The distance between the two platforms seems to be too long for a normal player to actually reason in this regard.
Not just that, but I can tell you that the jumping controls are not exactly the best, so that's not exactly.
Well, I've seen that from the previous.
There you
part.
go. See,
Oh, hey.
it's exactly what Theo said, but yeah, like I said, trust me, the jumping controls are not as good. So basically, what I have to try to do was I tried to jump and land on the tip of the platform, so that then I could jump to it. Like so, and trust me, it's harder than it looks because the jump controls are not the best.
Let me guess. The guys. Oh, what do the guys with the backpack have? Like landmines?
That particular one, he has a gun.
No, the others. They have discs or something, but so I guess they are landmines.
No, they just use their guns, if I remember correctly.
Weird.
In fact, do I? Yeah, let's see. See, there you go. They just use their gun. There you go. See.
Oh.
Come out of the hole.
What the hell was that accent?
And there we go.
You didn't even have to use the banana.
Nope. Sorry, Theo. No Free Stooges comedy routine here.
How would I ever live with that?
How can I cope?
Yeah, Stuart Couple.
We're referencing someone.
There we go. And now let's go.
Similarities with the name of the composer of Spyro.
Oh, yeah, Stuart Copeland.
All right, let's try this again.
Well, this time seemed to be more conveyed to the player, so...
Yeah, that part was better. It's just that the platforms were closer together, so it wasn't as frustrating.
Alright, time to bust some heads again with the beach ball.
Yes.
Whee!
There we go, we just killed them.
The other guys did not notice that.
Sir, did you hear someone screaming, falling to their deaths?
Nah. Alright, let's try. There we go. There we go.
There we go, 2 in a row.
I don't know, maybe you should ask him yourself.
Alright then.
So I guess now you have to eat the other, there you go, the weight. No, not the other one, I think.
Okay, come on, game.
Yeah, propulsion in seat.
And there we go.
So, let's see.
Oh, great,
okay,
this again.
Another one of these.
Another rope section.
I'm starting to think these are loading screens, masqueraded with these sections.
Yeah, because these sections are always the exact same thing. They'd never change. I get the feeling this, or even worse, maybe they're just padding. They're just here to pad out the game.
And again, it wouldn't make sense considering the motion controls on the Wii, but I don't know, considering that you told me where it's still optional, I mean, I don't know, there seems to be simple in structure, so consider normal levels are much bigger. I think they're using maybe to masking one as a loading screen, I don't know. Especially because I don't remember any particular big loading screens otherwise in the game.
All right.
Oh, goody. Cutscene.
Cutscene.
I wonder what the mirror is for.
And there's the unicorn.
Oh, hello there.
And mysteriously, Ben Salaad is on to us.
At last, it's mine.
Tintin, you're not noticing it.
Ben Salaad.
Like...
I know about you. I've seen under the palace. You're an imposter. You call yourself
Imposter.
but you're
A merchant of
And
death.
what are you? A sneak thief.
Snowy, you might wanna,
You know, Ben Salaad has a point. You know, Ben Salaad, he has a point. You know, Tintin, he has a point. You kind of broke into his private home without a warrant. You're not a cop, you know.
I'm pretending you're a journalist.
Implying.
Snowy, it's me, Tintin.
Really?
You see, even your dog cannot tell the difference.
Preachy morality 101, whatever.
Snowy.
What the fuck?
Oh no, the game is trying to be Archie.
How? I know, but he wasn't completely expecting that. It was just.
Alright, time to reuse the boss battle.
Is this the only boss battle in the game?
No, there are others. It's just that I'm guessing they couldn't come up with a different boss battle, or they didn't have the budget or time to do so. So let's just do the exact same boss battle again.
And why doesn't the boss have a health meter?
I guess the firework represents actually his Elbar, how many are left and everything.
Don't worry, dude. It's usually like 3 hits or something.
I gotta say though, the drum roll for his bullet barrage is actually a nice touch.
I love how he's burning and yet he does nothing about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Fuck.
You what, mate? Okay, I get it that you can keep up with the game, Pedro, but you're not solving the fight with this.
Alright, let's try something else, I guess.
Let's do something else.
I was trying to basically bop on his head, but I guess it doesn't work. I'll have to use other means.
Yeah, there you go.
Turn yourself in, Allan.
There we go.
I think you can catch the hook in the middle if you jump.
Yeah, I can, yeah. I'm about to do so, actually. There you go.
Whee! There you go.
You'll read about my adventures in prison, written by the great Hergé.
Stop right there, criminals come, yeah.
I got hit, but so did he, at least.
At least the music is telling you to be invested.
There we go.
Ow.
And stay down this time. Ben? What? What?
Help me! Allan! Guards!
Okay.
And they managed to climb back up the palace somehow. Okay.
Without even getting hurt by the glass shards.
Yeah, the model of the captain we just saw, it just looks like Captain Haddock's model with his beard removed.
Oh goody, we're doing this again.
Alright, let's form the unicorn.
Again.
Can you feel excitement waves?
There we go, and...
First scroll.
There we go, here's the scroll.
I got them all.
We've got them all.
Gotta collect them all.
Sonic got them all.
There we go.
3 brothers
21
join,
and-
3 unicorns in company, sailing in the noonday and sun will speak, 21 north, whatever east.
420 blaze it.
Combining all 3, we'll get all the coordinates.
Mhm.
Alright, now this is an actual loading screen.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh.
time to escape now, I guess.
Wee. Oh, again with the parrot.
Yeah, for
But
some
I guess you're not. You don't. Oh, now you need him.
for some reason he only was
Wait, but you're leaving Snowy behind.
Don't worry, Theo, he's operating on knack partner logic, in the sense that he will always
He's gonna just teleport.
he'll just teleport to where I'm going. Don't worry.
Yes. Oh no.
Oh,
No.
Gosh, there are a lot of creepy crawlies in these hot countries.
All right,
Well,
so
I guess we need to rescue the captain. I guess. But...
nah, the captain's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, let's rescue the captain before Bianca drives him nuts.
Well, shit. What the hell?
Enfim.
Oh.
No, I was singing because the thing is, too, I don't really know Italian, so I was speaking Casafiore's song in Portuguese since that's the version I know.
Oh, okay. Also, gotta love how you can incinerate instantly the bugs with a simple bottle.
I've never actually paid attention to the English version, though. I'll have to take a listen to it sometime so I can properly...
I don't remember it at this point, so...
I'll tell you how the English version goes. Oh!
Leaves.
We lazy come up with lyrics.
Not just that, Dweebs. Be careful where you tread. Just because I wasn't present in the Norm of the North movie commentary, I still could manage to hear you.
How?
Because I edited the video.
Really?
Oh God.
Is this like the time limit? Complete the mission before Tintin goes crazy?
Apparently, yeah.
It's like that particular track from Dark Souls when you face the Moonlight Butterfly.
Alright, I've got the key at least, so now I just have to get to the door. The problem is that there's a guy...
With a shotgun, yeah.
Fortunately, I have my flying parrot thingy. There we go. Done.
Oh God. Poor Captain.
Heavens. I mean, thank heavens you're safe and sound.
Do you hear that? My public calls. I'll be back in an instant.
Good for you.
Don't you dare move.
No thank you.
Great, I know what's worse.
That was a nightmare.
Him being stuck
Let's
with
get
Bianca
out
all the villain.
quickly.
I have all 3 scrolls, Captain.
Yeah, not the time, Tintin. You can say that later.
Barnacles.
Blistering barnacles, is that a show
Remember,
reference?
it's his catchphrase, Waves, if you don't remember. Oh, goody, when I were doing another one of these.
Time to finish the captain's ancestors' backstory.
True.
Sad
Oh,
part,
there he is.
the sad part of these sections are still make for a better part again in Sea of Thieves. Boom.
Sadly.
Almost the Pirates of the Caribbean games, from what I can tell.
I don't know even who developed them, aside from the Lego one, obviously. I mean, the official ones.
Alright, so the
that
same...
was a horizontal parry.
To protect yourself, press and hold X. Okay. There we go.
There you go, that was an actual parry.
And now QTEs. Why not? And he just gets knocked out instead of dying.
Of course.
Because why not?
And
Stronger than William.
Stronger than William?
I guess this was the opponent, William.
I guess.
Vivisectionists.
Gotta slash fast.
Well, that's the cool thing about doing a Wiimote / move section with the analog stick. Since it's an analog stick, I can just... There you go.
I don't even want to imagine what this could have been on the Kinect.
It's such a... Those parts are such waggle fest, so it's a good thing that I'm playing with a DualShock.
Whee!
The Xbox 360 version, from what I can tell, doesn't use the Kinect. It just is the controller, and that's it.
I don't even want to, again, I want to imagine how unresponsive would it be been.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the dance games, but aside from that, was ever a game that decently functioned with the Kinect?
No, only the dance.
My ancestor waggled ferociously back and forth, slashing the guy.
No, only the dance games. The dance games were literally the only good thing the Kinect was for.
That's weirdly specific.
Because up until that point, up until the Kinect, all the dance games have always been, you know,
on the Wii,
and PlayStation Move stuff. But the Dance Central stuff for Kinect was actually really good, and actually did allow you for actually doing actual dancing in a way that was felt natural. So that was literally the only good thing the Kinect was for. And I think the new Just Dance and because remember, even though Microsoft dropped the Kinect, it's still usable with the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
It's still available for the 360.
Captain, your ancestor sounds really crazy if he just swags his sword back and forth like a crazy guy.
Well, Tintin, that's just the way things were done back then. Anyway, yeah. Please
don't do that ever again.
This is kind of like basically this is this game's equivalent of that huge ass mook from Uncharted 3, that's incredibly hard to kill.
Mini boss, so that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Mini boss mook, that's the best thing.
Yeah.
Or like the two guys with the chain guns in Uncharted 2.
Or like
the train.
But yeah, like I was saying, like the Kinect is still available to use for the 360 and the Xbox One. So as a result, dance game developers can still support the Kinect. So
I mean, we still need that fucking dance sequence every year, D3. So. At least the one in 2017 was entertaining because we were guided dressed up as Sub-Zero.
Yeah, at this point, the Just Dance IP, Ubisoft should just make it an Xbox exclusive. It's the only platform where those games can actually be decent.
Can it work with the Joy-Cons of the Switch?
Not really, too, because the motion controls of the Joy-Cons, while technically really good, again, doing dance games with motion control, that doesn't work. It has to be with the Kinect. The Kinect is the only real way you can properly do a dance game that doesn't feel like it's just a stupid gimmick, like...
And he blew up his own ship.
Yeah, just like in...
Well, remember, for some reason, we're trying to do this thing where he was a coward and abandoned his own ship for some reason, even though this was never a thing. Even the movie didn't do this, so I have no idea why the fuck are they doing this.
Are they trying to recreate that moment in Star Trek 3? Let's recreate that moment in Star Trek 3 where Kirk has to blow up the Enterprise to stop the Klingons.
No, Dwebs. This game is not that good to do that. Sorry.
Also, these guys survived, but Red Rackham didn't.
I don't particularly care for Star Trek 3, but sure, that's me.
That was the best moment from that film.
Stronger than Diego.
This guy was named Diego, I guess. I guess foreshadowing.
And then he was eaten by shark. What the hell?
And now Tintin showed up.
Yeah.
All right, that was a pretty interesting transition. I'll give you that.
Well, yeah, remember having the last time he did that? He blew up his ship.
Well, I can see that he destroyed the room as well.
Cursed haddock?
No, after that.
Good for nothing.
No, after that.
No, you just said, we'll follow you.
All the way to your accursed island in Brittany.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we need to look.
Where's Brittany?
All right, in France.
Thank you. Thank you.
Northern France. It must be your ancestors' hideout.
That's not where you're pointing.
Pointing at Russia.
You're not pointing at France. Couldn't you? Okay, if for some reason you couldn't animate him pointing to France specifically, couldn't you at the very least shot that scene in an angle where?
A different angle, yeah.
Since when was France Russia?
No comment, please.
This was made by a French developer, by the way, so they of all people should know where their fucking country is.
They don't know where their own country is. I mean, if they were Portuguese developers, I'd understand, but French ones? Yeah, since Portugal's not very well known. In fact, they're so small on the map, they probably point to Spain by mistake or something.
Yeah, basically. No, it's right. I mean,
right,
when you're watching it from an actual world map, it is pretty much a tiny little thing there. So yeah. All right. Well, I mean, with Italy, it's easy because it just looks like a boot. So just look for the boot, and that's it. So.
Or like stuff like Finland, Sweden, because it looks like a bear. But I get what you mean.
All right.
See ya.